Imagine that an employee laptop is suddenly stopped working. They send an email to IT. The IT is forwarded several times. Nobody knows who owns the issue, and the employee cannot see its status. Now, ServiceNow turns that unstructured process into a visible, controlled workflow. In this series, we will learn exactly how that works and eventually build a complete ServiceNow application ourselves. Hello everyone, welcome back to Knowledge Bytes. This is episode 1 of our ServiceNow From Zero to Developer series. In this episode, we will answer a fundamental question: what is ServiceNow? We will also understand the platform's basic structure, including applications, modules, tables, records, and fields. This series is designed for complete beginners, so you do not need any previous ServiceNow experience. So let's begin with what you learn in this episode. By the end of this episode, you will understand 5 things. First, you will understand what ServiceNow is. Second, you will see the kind of business problems that ServiceNow helps organizations solve. Third, we will understand the relationship between the Now platform and applications built on top of it. Fourth, we will learn 5 important terms: applications, modules, tables, records, and fields. Finally, I will introduce the project that we will build through this series. We will not configure anything complicated today. Our goal is to build a strong foundation before we begin working as administrators or developers. So, what is exactly ServiceNow? ServiceNow is a cloud platform for managing and automating business workflows. Let's break the definition into simpler language. A workflow is a sequence of steps that people and system follow to complete a business process. For example, someone submits a request, the request is reviewed, work is assigned, and the work is completed, and the result is recorded. So that is a workflow. ServiceNow helps organizations manage 4 important parts of this workflow. First, it stores the information. That information might include incidents, requests, users, assets, approvals, or tasks. Second, it assigns work. ServiceNow can route tasks to an appropriate team or individual. Third, it automates steps. It can create tasks, create request approvals, send notifications, update records, and perform other actions automatically. Fourth, it measures results. Reports and dashboards can show workload, response time, solution time, overdue task, and other performance information. ServiceNow is commonly associated with IT ticketing, but it is not. It is much more than a ticketing tool. It is a platform that can support many different business processes. So, to understand why workflow platform is useful, let's first look at what can happen without one. So, imagine that an employee has a problem with their laptop. Without a structured workflow platform, the employee might send an email to a general IT mailbox. Someone reads the email and forward it to another person. That person may forward it to another because they are not responsible for laptop support. At this point, there may be no clear owner. Nobody knows who is currently responsible for resolving the issue. The employee also has no status visibility. They do not know whether someone has started working on the problem, whether more information is required, or when the issue might be resolved. This eventually creates a delayed resolution. Management also has limited information. They cannot easily answer questions such as how many laptop problems were reported in this month, which team is responsible, how long did each issue take to resolve, are these same problems happening repeatedly, or the technology problem is important but the unmanaged business process creates an additional problem. Now let's examine the same situation when the ServiceNow is used. With the ServiceNow, the employee submits an incident through an available service channel such as a portal or authorized support process. ServiceNow creates an incident record containing the relevant information. That information can be prioritized and assigned to the correct support group or technician. The technician investigates the issue and records their work in the platform. The employee can receive updates as the incident moves through its life cycle. When the issue is resolved, the instance contains a history of what happens, who worked on it, and how it was resolved. Management can then use report to study demand, ownership, response time, and resolution performance. The important difference is visibility. The work has record, an owner, a status, and meaningful results, measurable results. This is one of the primary idea behind the service now, turning disconnected business activity into structured and trackable workflow. Service now supports these workflow through a common platform. The shared foundation is called the Now platform. The Now platform provides common capabilities that application can use. These capabilities includes data storage, forms, security, automation, reporting, and integrations. Because these capabilities are part of the shared platform, each application does not need to create everything from the beginning. Different ServiceNow products and applications can use the same underlying platform capabilities. For example, IT service management supports IT process such as incidents and service requests. Customer service supports customer related cases and service process. Employee services can support internal employee workflow. Security operations can support security related process. Asset management can help organizations track and manage assets. Organizations can also build custom applications for process specific to their business. The exact applications available in an instance depend on the organization's subscription, activated feature, release, configuration, and the current user's permissions. A personal developer instance is intended for learning, so it may not contain every feature available in an enterprise environment. Now that we understand the platform and its applications, let's learn how ServiceNow information is organized. This hierarchy contains some of the most important terminology in ServiceNow. We begin with the application. An application organizes functionality related to a particular business purpose. Inside an application, we find modules. A module is a navigation link that opens a particular page or feature. A module might open a list of records, or a form, a report, or another platform page. The information deployed in a list is normally stored in a table. A table stores a particular type of information. For example, the incident table stores incidents. Each individual item inside a table is called a record. One incident is one record in the incident table. A record is made up of fields. Fields stored individual pieces of information such as the incident number, caller, short description, state priority, or assignment group. In simplified form, the relationship is application, module, list, or page, table, record, and field. Let's now connect these all the terms our actual ServiceNow instance. From very beginning, I'm going to show you how to create an instance. So when you search ServiceNow in a Google search, then you will get the URL, which is ServiceNow, the website, and when you click on it, you will navigate it to or take to the ServiceNow, the home page. From here, click on the Get Started, and when you click on the Get Started, you will see all these options. So our goal is to developer, right? So we are going to do this start developing. So click on this arrow button. So now you will take to the developer.servicenow.com. So here is the one. So from here, click on sign in, new user. Click on new user and provide the email address
and your name, first name, last name, country, and the details, the password and details, right? As soon as you can select this, I'm not a robot, and select the select the terms and conditions, and then sign up. Once you sign up, and then you will get the email. So let me show you the email. You will get the email for the verification. When you click on it, you will navigate it to the confirmation email like this. The email will be verified, and now you can enter your password, and then you can log into the application. Once you logged in, let me show you. Once you logged in, you will see request instance, the option. So now, right now I have already requested the instance, that's why I'm not saying, but you will see the request instance option, and once you click on the request instance, your instance will be created. So once the instance is created, you can see the your instance here. So you will land it to this place. So this is your instance URL. So when you click on here, you will take you to your instance, so where we are going to work on daily basis. So now we are going to see all these options. So now if you look at here, if I click on the all option, then you will see all these options, and where we are going to work on daily basis. You can see the instance and my request and requested items and everything. So we are going to work on each one, and we are going to learn for related to each item daily basis, right? And next one, favorite. Whatever the instance, whatever the work item you are working on it, you can mark it as a favorite. If you look at here, this is a favorite icon. If you click on the any one of the item as a favorite, you will see under the favorite items. So you can select and you can manage the favorite items. If you go here, you can see those favorite items. This is for the quick reference, right? And you can manage these favorite items too. And the same way, and there is a history, whatever the items you are daily basis you are going to work or access, you can see the history, and you can access them through history as well for the quick reference. And one more tab, which is a workspace tab, we are going to see all this workspace, and we are going to learn and build each one of the items. What is asset workspace, and what is CMDB workspace, and ITOM infra services workspace, or knowledge center and process mining workspace. Everything we are going to build one by one. So these are the options for now. Let me show you one thing. It's an instance where we are talking about. For example, if we click on here, you can see the list of instance. This is where you can see the list of instance. If there is only one default instance available, so that you are seeing the one instance. And you can, if you see the hundreds of instances, and you can manage them, and you can see the status, and you can see the short description and all. So if you click on the incident, and you can see the instant details. So from the record, if there are 100 records, this is a table. If there are 100 records, you will see all the rows, and from the rows, and when you navigate it to the single record or single incident, you can see all these fields, right? So you can see whom it is assigned, what is the status for this instance, and if someone is working on this incident, and we can log the records, and we can log the details. So that's where we can see this instance. And if you click on the follow, and you can follow this instance. If someone is working, if certain time, if someone is working on the instance, if the status is being moved, then we can see the status updates about this instance. So that's where, and we can update, and we can, once this is done, we can resolve. So these are all the details we are going to learn in details in future upcoming videos, right? So for now, this is the demo. This is the instance and how we can create the instance. That's where you can see this one, right?
Now let's look at what we will build while learning those concepts. Throughout this series, we will build an employee equipment request management application. An employee will use the applications to request equipment such as a laptop, monitor, software package, or accessory. When appropriate, the request will be sent to an employee's manager for approval. After approval, The IT fulfillment team will receive a task containing the information needed to deliver the equipment. When the equipment is delivered, the request will be updated and employee will receive a appropriate status information. Reports will help us understand the number of requests, their current states, the equipment being requested, and fulfillment performance. We will build this application step by step. Each major concept in the series will contribute to the final project. Here is a learning journey that will take us from fundamentals to that completed application. We will begin with platform foundations that include navigations, lists, forms, tables, records, users, groups, roles, application scope. Next, we will learn common administration concepts and techniques. We will then design and build our custom application. After creating the application and its data model, we will automate the process with the Flow Designer. We will create a service catalog experience so employees can submit requests through an appropriate user experience. We will then learn ServiceNow scripting, including client-side and server-side concepts. After scripting, we will secure the application with the role and access control. Finally, we will work with integrations, automated testing, source control, and project presentation. Each stage builds on the previous stage. So, I recommend following the episode in order, especially if you are completely new to the ServiceNow. Let's finish by reviewing what we learned and setting your first practice challenge. In this episode, we learned that ServiceNow manages and automates business workflows. We learned that the Now platform provides shared capabilities such as data, forms, security, automation, reporting, and integrations. We learned that applications organize related functionality and modules provides navigations to that functionality. We will also learn that tables contains records and records contain fields. Your practice challenges is to repeat the demonstration in your developer instance. First, open the All menu and search for incident. Second, open the incident list. Third, open one safe incident record. Fourth, identify at least 5 fields on that record. Finally, add the incident list or module to your favorites. If you can complete those 5 steps and explain the difference between the table and a record and a field, you have achieved the objective of episode 1. In the next episode, we will explore the ServiceNow interface in much more detail. We will work with the All menu, favorites, history, list, forms, filters, breadcrumbs, and navigation shortcuts. If this episode helps you, subscribe to Knowledge Bites and continue with the complete ServiceNow from Zero to Developer series. Thank you for watching and I will see you in next episode.